Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Dear everyone, there has been a meteoric rise in the regulation, adoption, and use of stable coins, and we will be covering a lot of ground related to Ripple and XRP. Stay tuned until the very end of the video if you chance to be an XRP holder, because we cover a ton of useful information regarding this topic. The greatest time to join the free Discord is right now. It's filled with a ton of material and insights about crypto all day, every day. I just wanted to let you know that before we go into it. Join this Discord now to take advantage of the links, description, and comments below, otherwise, you will miss out. Thus, we are launching a US dollar stable coin on Ripple to compete with Tether and Circle in the $150 billion market. Oh well, Ripple is the typical reaction from the general public. Starting a stable coin is an absurd idea. When compared to Tether and Circle, they simply cannot compete. To be honest, I've already shared my thoughts on the matter with you. Considering all of Ripple's connections, I believe it has all it needs to take on this market and maybe even overtake Tether and Circle in domination. Keep in mind all the changes that Ripple has implemented in the past 2 years. At the moment, they are ruling the world. Therefore, they are in a prime position to tap into significant players who could be interested in a stable coin. Considering that we are on the subject at hand, it is likely that you were unaware of the revolutionary Ripple stablecoin launch, a major update. The fury of Kahneman deserves a huge round of applause. Bitcoin's launch, a game-changer, has been rebroadcast for this purpose. An optimistic assessment of a Ripple stablecoin by economist Carlo R.W.D. Mayer, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, who focuses on the significance of XRP and the adult asset approach, which aims to bridge the gap between traditional finance and DeFi. On April 4, Ripple revealed its intention to launch a stable coin alongside XRP, pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar, later this year. We anticipate this to be a significant advancement. With Ripple, we hope to unite the worlds of central bank money with decentralized cryptocurrency. With institutional interest in the stablecoin market on the increasing, this announcement went down well in the crypto and traditional finance communities. Yes, it is very revolutionary. Pay attention. No matter how you slice it, Ripple is in the front of financial revolutions and is quickly becoming the undisputed leader in the blockchain industry, with a focus on stable currency and similar projects. In the realm of blockchain technology, they have consistently excelled. Launching the stablecoin and exploring institutional DeFi prospects and tokenization endeavors, they are now genuinely tackling the challenging area. Hey everyone, just wanted to give you a heads up that XRP Ledger is currently dominating the market. But I digress. I know you're all familiar with this video from a few days ago, but it's important to know that Justin from the US government is suing Tether, so that's why I brought up stable coins. Thanks a ton to Good Morning Crypto, whose featured guest on the show is Brad Garland, CEO of Ripple. A black swan warning was made by House about Tether, the world's largest issuer of silver coins. I can see right through the US government's pursuit of Tether. In light of the impending arrival of significant laws to the cryptocurrency industry, the entire globe is set to undergo a dramatic shift. Since everyone was claiming this was too large to fail, I think it's a good idea that he mentioned FTX and even SBF. Guess what happened? There's no way that TX is going bankrupt. I thought Tether worked the same way, too. No one thinks that Tether will ever go down. The stakes are too high for them to lose. They rank among the top investors in US Treasuries. So what? Then you can simply go after Tether and take their assets, even if they are the biggest holders of US Treasuries, for instance. However, in addition to this, the main takeaway from this interview was the CEO of Tether publicly stating, and later reposting, that the company is being investigated by the SEC, is launching a stable coin that competes with USDT, and is reportedly spreading fear about USDT. How is the Tether, ecology doing so far? I'll fill you in. Now we have a comprehensive explanation of Tether and all that, correct? It is absurd that you would listen to Brad Garlinghouse's argument and then jump to conclusions, defending Ripple by claiming that its CEO is ignorant of the company's status as an SEC investigation target. It's almost comical. I was not assaulting Tether, as Brad Garland's residents did respond. The next thing I said on the podcast was that, in my opinion, Tether is an extremely vital component of the ecosystem. My main point was that the US government has made it quite obvious that they want greater control over stable currency issuers backed by USD, and as the dominant participant in the market, Tether falls squarely in their sights. Everyone can see this. In other words, you need not take this as an indication that a rival is trying to bring you down. No, he wasn't pelting her with bullets. It seemed as if he were merely restating its obviousness. Plus, I already mentioned that it's highly unprofessional of you to do that. He merely stated that the US is approaching with a tug of war. Does that catch you off guard? The United States will grab everyone. Is this the kind of immature post you typically make? Also, it's really absurd. Additionally, the one we're using down here is actually from Farina, Edward, despite a $42.5 million penalties for deceiving regarding USD reserves, Tether has never been audited by the Sea of Crypto. When the CEO's USDT is less than 30% backed by real funds, they do not perform public interviews. In addition to being a US currency counterfeiting business, Tether is an indirect Ponzi scam. Exit strategy for Evergrande thinking is a mere coincidence, let me assure you. The atomic explosion is the symbol of Tethers. Once again, I will not make any assumptions based on it. A handful of facts, nonetheless, were included. You should be very anxious about that, and you should always be prepared for the unexpected. What happens if Tether remains online? Since nobody knows when Tether will go down, everyone is preparing for it to happen. Am I correct? The future is completely uncertain to us. Having said that, I do see a shift in the stablecoin game. In my opinion, Ripple is leading the pack here. This is obviously old news, which is why I'm bringing it up again. Approximately 13 years ago, this Bloomberg has Kraken, the shooter, using XRP for this, which is why I'm bringing it up again. Kraken is currently evaluating potential actions, such as the possible removal of support for Tether, the most traded cryptocurrency in the world, on its EU exchange, in response to developments around MiCA. Do you recall that MiCA was already discussed? The launch of this will take place before the year ends. This is a huge deal for rules and regulations, alright. Well, that concludes our video. When you're done, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Coming up shortly, farewell.